Hey guys, it's Dee Dee, and I am 1/4 of Chasing the Crawfords. We decided to make a video to let you guys know a couple of things that we have learned, just a couple of tips to let you guys know that traveling is not as expensive or as hard as some people may think it is. I've had several conversations with people and they're like, we really want to travel, but it's really expensive and I don't think that I can do it. And that leads me to my first tip, which is plan ahead and budget. Traveling can be as inexpensive or as expensive as you want it to be. For us, we are a family of 4 and our kids are no longer considered children. So we are paying for 4 adults. So we have to budget and plan ahead. We have no issue with making payments, honey. Like, we ain't no shame in our game, honey. Yes, give me a payment plan all day, every day. I'll make those monthly payments. Depending on what cruise line you're going on, you can use Uplift. Depending on the cruise line, there's no interest attached to it. So you can make those payments to Uplift up to a year and pay off that cruise, and you can pay it off early if you want to. Like with my husband, he gets bonuses at his job, so when he gets those bonuses, we pay extra on it and pay it off, but we're able to travel. So if that's something that you are able to do that if you want to travel. Tip number 2 is to sign up for the loyalty programs. And this kind of goes hand in hand with my first tip, which was to plan ahead and budget. Now, when you sign up for the loyalty programs, they're going to send you emails with deals all the time. I just got an email from Carnival about a day or two ago, and they had cruises as low as $30 and $40. Now, we weren't able to take advantage of those cruises because of our kids' school schedules. But if you are able to just go and travel at the drop of a dime, then those cruise deals are for you. $30 for an interior room for 3 and 4 day cruises is amazing. But sign up for everybody's loyalty programs because you can get some amazing discounts. They have discounts for veterans. They have discounts for senior citizens. They have discounts based off of the state that you live in. And if you don't want those emails clogging up your main email address, you can do what I did. I created an email account specifically for my travel. So all of my travel information goes to that one email address, so it's not clogging up my main email that all of my personal information goes to. So create those loyalty rewards, and once you've created that, make sure that you add your entire family to that so they start earning those rewards also. So I included my children in the loyalty program, so that way they're earning rewards at the same rate that my husband and I are earning those. So once they've gotten older, they'll be, gold, platinum, diamond, whatever. They earn rewards at the same rate that we earn them. Okay. My third tip is when you are booking a cruise, go on to their website, look at the ship that you're going to be sailing on, look at the deck plans for that ship before you book your room. Look at the deck plans and then see where your room is going to be. Make sure that maybe it's not by the pool deck or by the theater. Maybe you don't want to be close to an elevator or anything like that. This last cruise, I knew to do that, but I still made the mistake of not following my own advice. I am very prone to motion sickness, like very, very prone to motion sickness. I can't watch somebody rock back and forth without getting sick. And I booked our room at the very front of the ship. I was being crazy. I wanted a balcony. And I really didn't want to have a bunch of neighbors, so I booked us a balcony on the corner where we only had one neighbor. It was at the very front of the ship. There were rough seas, and I was sick as a dog. I did not take my own advice. So look at the deck plans before you book your room. On this next cruise, we did not have a choice in picking our own room. The cruise line is picking our room for us. In that case, I have a bonus tip for you. If you aren't able to pick your own room and you are like me and you are prone to motion sickness, get you some Bonine, because Bonine makes you less drowsy than Dramamine, and get you some green apples. They usually have green apples at the buffet, and that will help calm down your motion sickness. I also just did some research, and I have learned that you can start taking Bonine up to 2 days before your cruise. So that is what I'll be doing before our next cruise starts. Our cruise starts on a Sunday, so that Friday I'll start taking my Bonine and have it already in my system. So that way I won't get as sick, just in case our room is at the front of the ship. Tip number 4, download the app that corresponds to whatever cruise ship you're going on. Our last cruise was on Royal Caribbean, so I downloaded the Royal Caribbean app. Now with Royal Caribbean, you're not really able to do anything on the app until it gets closer to the time of your sail date. But once you get closer to your sail date, it'll open up things on the app and you're able to go ahead and do like your check-in information. And once you get like closer, maybe to like a week or so out, you're able to go in and see like the restaurant menus, the bar menus and stuff like that. And that was really good for me because I am a planner and a list maker. So I was able to go in and look at the restaurant menus, the drink menus and things like that. And that was great for me. I was also able to see like where they were having sales, like perfume sales, Victoria's Secret sales, purse sales, the shows and things like that. And if you're anything like me and you like to plan ahead, that is something awesome. Have everybody in your party go in and make an account and download the app to their phone and do the check-in and things like that. It just makes life so much easier. Now, our youngest son, because he was under the age of 13, he wasn't able to create an account. So just keep that in mind if you have children under the age of 13 years old. But our 15-year-old was able to create an account. And then once we got on the ship, we were able to pay for the messaging. So we were able to text each other through the Royal Caribbean app. And keep in contact while we were on the ship, since we did not have cell phone service. Additionally, with the app, once you're on the ship, you'll be able to reserve your shows, order things off the menu, different things like that. It also has the deck map, so you'll be able to see where different things are throughout the ship, things like that. So it's really convenient. You know, I absolutely loved it. Almost every cruise line out there has an app that corresponds with, you know, the ships that you're going to go on. And they all pretty much work the same. It'll tell you your shows, your menus, different things like that. So I would recommend that you guys download the app. Tip number 5, buy the drink package. But don't buy the drink package as soon as you book your cruise. Give it some time, and I'll tell you why. I wanted the drink package. My husband did not. But if 2 adults over the age of 21 are booked in the same cabin, then both of them have to buy the drink package. The only way to get around that is if you book yourself in 2 separate cabins. On the next cruise that we're going in, we have 2 separate cabins, but we have the drink package because it was included in our cruise fare. But I wanted the drink package, my husband did not. So I kept kind of like keeping an eye on it. And that's why you sign up for the emails, because they're going to keep emailing you every time they have a sale. So Royal Caribbean kept having sales on the drink package, and I was waiting until Black Friday because I had a feeling in my spirit that they were going to have a sale on the drink package on Black Friday. Well, before Black Friday came, they had the drink package for 40% off, which was the lowest price that I had ever seen it. And we jumped on it. Like, my husband and I jumped on it. So in total, it was like $300 for both of us in total, with gratuities added in, which was an amazing price. So we jumped on it and got the drink package. And let me tell you, it was totally worth it, because the drinks on the ship were no less than $13 each. And this is the way that I look at it. If I buy a drink and it's $13 and it's nasty, I'm gonna be mad. Like, I just paid $13 for this drink and it's disgusting. Then what am I gonna do? I'm probably gonna drink it anyway because I just spent $13. Because one, it's $13 and they add an 18% gratuity on top of it. So you're probably gonna drink it anyway because you just spent your money on it. Like, that's $15 pretty much. And then not only did it include or alcoholic drinks, but it included coffees, like specialty coffees, bottled waters. You got a Coke souvenir cup that worked at the Coke Freestyle machines. It included milkshakes at Johnny Rockets. It included drinks once you got to Perfect Day at Coco K. So it was totally worth the price. And we were doing the math on like the drinks that we had while we were on the ship, and it totally was worth what we paid for it. So, and at this point we've gotten spoiled, and my husband is not even a drinker. Like, he's totally not a drinker. And so that's why he didn't want the drink package, because he was like, I don't drink enough to justify paying this amount of money. But then once it went to 40% off, he was like, if you want it, go ahead and get it, because you're getting it. I have to get it. Whatever. So he wasn't very much excited about it until he got on that ship, honey. Then he started drinking those espresso martinis, and then he was all about that drink package. And then once he experienced the drink package, he was like, I'll never not cruise without a drink package again. All right, so here is another bonus tip for you guys. Be aware of all of your dining options. And the reason I say this is because I did not like the food on the buffet, except for breakfast. The breakfast buffet was amazing. Lunch and dinner, I was not impressed. I did not like the food in the main dining room. I was not at all impressed. We ate in the main dining room one time, and that was the first night. The food wasn't good, and then I was really sick, so I couldn't enjoy it. Now, I didn't enjoy it because it wasn't good, not because I was sick. It just wasn't good. My husband liked his food, but he's not picky when it comes to food. My youngest son was just kind of like, meh. And then my oldest son liked his food, but he's like his dad. He's not picky when it comes to food. So the first night we went to the main dining room. The second night we went to the buffet. The food at the buffet was not good, so then we ended up ordering room service. Room service wasn't bad. The third night we went to Johnny Rockets, and it was good. Now, Johnny Rockets is a pay option, but I feel like it was totally worth it. It was $11.97 per person, but it was all you can eat. And it was really good. The service was great. They had several specialty dining restaurants on there. And then they had like Cafe Promenade and Sorrento's and stuff like that. Sorrento's was really good. The sandwiches and stuff and pastries and stuff at Cafe Promenade was really good. So just be aware of your options, especially if you're more of a picky eater like myself, because the main dining room may not tickle your fancy and the buffet may not tickle your fancy. So you might have to find other places to eat. And then especially if you're trying to eat or if you're trying to vacation on a budget, you may not want to spend the extra money to go to specialty dining. Now, we did eat room service, and room service was $7.95 plus an 18% gratuity, but you can order as much as you want. So that is a good thing, especially for a family of 4. because everybody wants something different. We did order room service twice. The first full morning we ordered room service for breakfast, and then we ordered room service for dinner. We paid $7.95 plus the 18% gratuity, which I think room service is a really good deal. Because for $8, well, it turned out to be like $9 and some change with the gratuity added on, but you can order as much as you want off of the menu. And for breakfast, if you just get the continental breakfast, they don't charge you the $7.95. So if you just want like cold cereal and milk, bagels and stuff like that, then that's free. They don't charge you the fee. But if you want a hot breakfast like the eggs and pancakes and waffles and stuff like that, then they charge you the $7.95. But it's still totally worth it if you want something like that. So just be aware of your dining options if you are more of a picky eater. If you're not, then go to the main dining room, go to the buffet. But even if you are a picky eater, go there at least once and try the food out, because you may like the stuff that's in there. Just give everything a try. And also, when you're on a cruise, try everything. It's free. Be adventurous. You know, I felt like, you know, this is my one time to try stuff that I wouldn't normally try. Like I tried bread pudding for the first time because I've never had bread pudding before. And I mean, like, I'll probably never eat bread pudding again, but I can say that I tried it at least once. So those are all the tips that I have for you guys today. Drop down in the comment section and leave me any tips that you guys may have for like first time cruisers. And until next time, guys, bye.